everyone, it's Heidi, Downtown NorCal Live for Wine Time. This is my weekly wrap-up of what's happening in small businesses, and I cannot believe what is happening in small businesses. For those of you who've never joined me before, I've had a lot of new followers this past week because I know folks are very concerned about small businesses, so thank you for joining me. I always talk about what I'm drinking, what I'm wearing, and then a little bit something fun from the week that I noticed out in a small shop somewhere, or any kind of news. I'm not even going to try to recap this week because we all know how bad it's been. But let's start with what I'm drinking, shall we? And if you'd like, you can always mention in the comments what you're drinking. I'd always love to hear about it. Normally I drink wine, but tonight I'm having an infused cocktail. And I purchased this right before businesses shut down in Yolo County at a well-stocked home. And this is their camp cocktail. This is a woman-owned business, actually two ways. The people who make this, that's a woman-owned business. And then two women in Yolo, pardon me, we're shaking.
No, I'm shaking my head at the dog.
Oh, okay, yeah. Getting mixed messages from the cameraman. Anyway, a well-stocked home is also a women-owned business. And so these are really fun because you take this jar home, and right now you can see there's a little bit of liquid in there. This has been infusing, I've had tequila in here since, for 3 days ago was. But anyway, you put whatever your alcohol of choice is in the jar, and then let it sit for 3 days. And I'm just having mine straight because, it's been that kind of week. Hi, Beasley. My dogs join me sometimes, by the way, and so that was Beasley. Anyway, this is a really good one, and I'm loving it. This is aromatic citrus, and I will probably be tasting more as the weeks go by. As for what I'm wearing, we're not going anywhere tonight. So these are leggings from Pinkadot in Davis. I really love their leggings. They have both athletic wear and also dressier. This is kind of a hybrid. Hi, Beasley. He doesn't like me to sit down today, I guess. Hi, honey. And then this top is from Sweet Asylum in Capitola. Now, again, these businesses are both closed, but many businesses that you support, like a well-stocked home, are doing some kind of functioning while they're shuttered. And the way you can do that is just go to their website or go to their Instagram or Facebook accounts, and they're giving you messages about ways that you can remotely shop. So I highly recommend, we're all probably having a few cocktails this week, really recommend this. If your clothing needs might have shifted a little bit, if you're normally in professional wear and don't have a lot that you want to hang around at home in, do reach out to your local boutiques because they can still get you some supplies, and just you can kind of do some remote FaceTime shopping or whatever their method is going to be. Okay, as far as what I've done for Downtown NorCal this week, I've completely shifted from I guess what feels like frivolous posts of the past, just showing you products when I'm in stores happily spending, to going into an interviews phase with local businesses. So earlier in the week, I was still able to get out and interview businesses one-on-one in the business. Now I'm doing those remotely. If you are a local business, I would like to interview you. All of you have a story to tell, and we all want to keep you going. So please do reach out to me, direct message me, or put something in the comments, and I will be happy to reach back. My goal is to interview one small business a day. So that's a lot to get programmed. Okay, so today I went to the farmers market in Davis, which is still open, and you can see my interview about the Davis Farmers Market and why it's still open and why it's safe to go there. That is on today's Facebook Live, and so just go down in my feed. It's also on Instagram. I wanted to show you some of the products we got there. So instead of going into a grocery store, we've purchased a number of items there. And I just want to start out with some flowers. These are ranunculus, and I think it's really important that we all do something special to spruce up our space and to feel better. So if you can, pick up some nice flowers. Some cheese. Okay, there was something so funny. They have the little board at this stand, and what was he was giving the prices of all the
It was the
kinds-
pricing board.
It was the pricing board, but what was he selling?
He was selling half a roll of toilet paper for $98.50.
I mean, why not? Apparently I was one of 2 people to recognize that, and it was already 10:30 in the morning. The market opens at 8 o'clock, so go figure, but I thought it was hilarious. We also picked up some kettle corn. Yeah, kettle corn. You mean there's something to celebrate here, so it goes great with tequila. Sorry, now you have to endure me eating. Picked up our weekly supply of eggs, and I've got some beautiful berries to show you. That's a threesome.
It's a throuple.
What does that even mean?
We'll talk about it when the shoot's done.
Oh, God, it better not be nasty. Okay, and then this was pre-bagged. My husband is working on artichokes, but the person just, I mean, all of these items, the person wearing the gloves behind the stand hands you what you want. You just point and they hand it to you. And in many cases, different people handling money versus the products. We also went to Upper Crust Baking Company for our sandwich bread. And yeah, if you could smell, you would smell some really yummy ribs being cooked. So what do you have to say about your cooking skills, dear, while I take a sip?
I just would suggest that if anybody is watching, that they sniff their phone to get an aroma of the ribs.
Sniff it. Okay. Yeah, so each week, so that's the farmer's market. It's there Wednesday 3 to 6. And in the interview, you'll hear Randy McNear, the executive director, talk about how that's a quieter day to shop. It was very quiet today, by the way. You never get a parking space there, and there were many right up front. And then Saturdays 8 to 1. So think about that. And do watch my interview. It's very informative. Okay. Each day I'm giving a tip on how to support small businesses, and I'm wrapping them all up tonight. So one of my tips was to, the day after everyone shuttered, the most important thing, it was heartbreaking to review their Facebook posts and them giving you the news about how they might try to continue. So again, it's important to go onto their social media, whatever business you love, do support them with your love. And let them know you're still paying attention and that you care. So like them, follow them on whatever social media accounts they're on, and every single day, make a habit. You know, we all need a little structure in our life that helps us get through times of crisis. Like their posts, send them messages, and certainly send them at least an initial message that you care about them and you're wishing them well. Number 1 tip. Number 2 tip, and that costs nothing. Number 2 tip, think about as the month is coming up, I had so many of my friends tell me, you know, in another month we're all going to know what each other's hair color really is. Well, actually we can't even see each other, so I'm not sure that's true, but you'll definitely see mine change. But nonetheless, I'm still going to set aside that money that I would normally spend for my hairstylist, and I'm going to send it to him by mail. He cannot work on my hair, I get it, but he can still be supported by me. So if you can, put that money aside and mail it immediately so that they have that known income source. The number 3 tip this week is to please contact your member of Congress. Speaker Pelosi talked about a hybrid bill this week where it would include unemployment extension or benefit extensions, an expansion of Medicaid, and support for small businesses. It is vitally important. You don't have to know anything about what the proposal is. Vitally important that our members of Congress hear from you, their constituents, that you support small business. Your memo to them, your email, can be as simple as, please support small businesses. I'm not kidding. They don't need a flowery, long-winded email. Just simply say that. Or if you have more to say, more depth in your message, please do so. But if you do not know who your member of Congress is, I have a website for you. You're going to go to whoismyrepresentative.com. Whoismyrepresentative.com. From there, you're going to put your zip code in, and you will find out exactly who your member of Congress is. You can go straight to their website. You can email them. which I recommend right now instead of putting hands on paper, and we just don't know a lot about the virus, so let's just keep it easy and go electronic. The last thing I'd like to say is that in the interviews I conducted this week, there were so many good fragments of information coming out, but I want to reinforce what one business said, and I really want any elected official out there, any person who works in government, to hear me. Okay, here's the request from one of our businesses. They need more guidance with regard to the bills that they have coming up. They're very concerned that along with their normal mortgage payments and all of those things that we pay at home, they have a double whammy with their businesses, and they don't have any guidance about what to do. So if you are an elected official or you work in government in some way, please take that advice to heart and think about what you can do for your local community. So this is Heidi with Downtown NorCal Live. I'm wishing you all good health, safety, and good drinking. I'll see you tomorrow, each day doing one interview per business. One business interview per day. Probably shouldn't have had the
Mas tequila.
Exactly. Good night.